welcome. You're watching Cruise1st TV with Joe and Derek, and in this half an hour it's all about luxury getaways with Princess Cruises, one of our faves. Coming up, we've got 3 fabulous cruise and stay holidays that we've packaged with Princess Plus, which means your drinks, your tips, your Wi-Fi and more will be included in the prices in this show.
Yeah, you're going to absolutely love it. Right, okay. Now the itineraries we've got lined up for you go something like this. For later, we have got the Far East Wonders with a Singapore stay for next February, which sounds good. We've then got your chance to experience Alaska's infamous Inside Passage with a stay in Vancouver for next April. But first, a cheeky little pre-Christmas getaway to the sunshine of Hawaii for this year. Yes, please, cars. Look at our weather. Constantly very unpredictable. Get me to Hawaii as quickly as possible.
I mean, it's 4 seasons in one day. We just never know, do we?
No.
So we have got an amazing trip to Los Angeles with a luxury all-inclusive Hawaiian discovery. 18 nights on the 2nd of December. We're going to fly you to the City of Stars, Los Angeles, for a 2-night pre-cruise stay in fabulous, sunny Southern California. Oh, yes. There's Beverly Hills, of course, Sunset Strip. You can do some amazing luxury shopping. Oh, and of course, Disneyland. The original one is not too far away in Anaheim. You can also spot your favorite star on the Hollywood Boardwalk while strolling past Grauman's famous Chinese theater. There's the Sunset Strip right there. You've got to. It's a must-do. Go and grab dinner there, or down on the Pacific on Santa Monica Boulevard. Perhaps head over into Malibu or amazing Venice Beach. There's a Hollywood sign. You've got to get a selfie with that behind you, without a shadow of a doubt. Griffith Observatory, Hollywood Bowl. I mean, man, there's just so much to see in Los Angeles. Then you're going to be joining your fabulous, luxurious Princess ship, the Discovery Princess, and you're going to have 50 nights on board. And this is all inclusive. So what we've done is we have packaged this up for you with Princess Plus. So that actually means you're going to be getting your drinks package, your Wi-Fi, your gratuities, your premium desserts and fitness classes included. So that makes it so much easier to budget for your trip with all of that thrown into the deal. So when you're sitting there enjoying your delicious meal, whether it be in the Crown Grill or perhaps you're going to indulge and go to Chef's Table Lumiere, your drinks will be included in Gigi's Pizzeria. Now, they're constantly being awarded for their food on Princess, and Best Pizza at Sea USA Today and Cruise Critic. It is so freaking good, the pizza on board. It's delicious. Now, when it comes to entertainment, Princess have got it handled for you. From their incredible award-winning shows, which are developed by top Broadway choreographers, through to the theme nights that they throw on board for you. You know, up on the deck there's always parties going on, whether it be a pool party during the day or when you come back from port, they might have something fun like Caribbean night, they might have Chocoholics night. They're always aiming to surprise and delight, so you've got something different to look forward to every single time. Now, 80% of the rooms on Princess, and this is something they really pride themselves on, have got balconies and extra space as well. Look at that piazza though. Isn't it amazing?
Just gorgeous, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, the whole experience of Princess is fantastic. And talking about the parties, they do parties for around the world as well, like Oktoberfest and Rio Carnival and all sorts. So let's go cruising out of LA, shall we, baby?
Absolutely. A couple of nights, or days at sea and nights at sea. We'll see us into lovely Lahaina, Maui. Beautiful for the Haleakea National Park and Crater. Spectacular viewpoints. Overnight in Honolulu. You've got to have an overnight here. It is, of course, the capital of Hawaiian Islands in Oahu. Whether you're heading to Pearl Harbor or taking a lovely glass bottom boat tour or maybe a sunset sail, you'll fall in love with Honolulu. It has to be said. Then we're off over onto Big Island in gorgeous Kona, where you can take a coral reef adventure and maybe snorkel with the bottlenose dolphins, which I've done over there, very cool, or maybe see the Mountain Thunder coffee plantation. Next into Ensenada, Mexico for the famous La Bufadora blowhole. They have a great little market there too. Pick up some Taxco sterling silver while you're there. Cruising back to Los Angeles, when we'll disembark, we will fly you back to the UK. It's all included. And here's a little overview and of course the best of Hawaii. Love that you have an overnight there in Honolulu as well. What a perfect little trip.
I know. Do you know what the thing about this is? 18 nights departing on the 2nd of December means you get back about the 20th. I'd just be tempted to talk to our team and say, do you know what, is there another little cruise I can take over Christmas? Or is there somewhere in America you'd like to be over Christmas, like New York or Orlando? Because all the theme parks are open over Christmas and whatever. Because you just think, do I want to come back to the lovely tropical warmth of the UK? Not. Or do I want to stay somewhere a little bit sunnier? Well, listen, that's your decision. You can add that to that by just talking to the team, of course. But let's look at the price of this as it is right now. Remember, we've factored in Princess Plus here as well. So you've got so many extras, all inclusive here. So you could basically get on this cruise without a penny or a pound or a dollar in your pocket and have the most amazing time. Let's have a look at the price tag. It's really, really good. Actually, I have to say, as a nice little getaway just this side of Christmas. Wonderful. And as I say, to that, which you can put a low deposit down on as well, so $299 each today as a deposit will get that price locked in for you. But I would really be tempted to add to this as well and talk to the team about adding a cheeky little stay over Christmas in America. It would almost be a shame not to, really, wouldn't it? Here's the details then. If you want to upgrade it, as Joe says, there are a huge amount more on Discovery Princess of balconies. Of course, you're on board for 15 nights. As Joe mentioned before as well, you've got your drinks there, so your drinks package is included, drinks up to a $15 value. You've got Wi-Fi tips, premium desserts and fitness classes. We'll go into that into more detail in just a moment because you can upgrade that offering as well if you want to. There's another date on this package as well on the 16th of March next year. Of course, price varies by date, so if you want to investigate the price on that one, then just talk to our team right now on 0800 953 4700. Remember, it is free to call us and we are open 7 days a week as well. Now let's talk about value with that Princess Plus. We're factoring it into all of the offers here on this show. So here's what it means in terms of this show. It's brilliant. So your Princess Plus has your drinks up to a $15 value, unlimited Wi-Fi for a device, gratuity, so your service charges all in, premium desserts, you get 2 of those a day and they are amazing, they really are, fitness classes as well, and an unlimited juice bar. Now there is an enhancement to Princess Plus called Premier, which on our offers in this show you can upgrade to for just an extra £15 per day because Princess Plus is already factored in, and that gets you Wi-Fi for more devices, it gets you a higher dollar drinks package there, it gets you 2 speciality dining meals and the chance to win things like onboard credit and even cash prizes actually with Princess Prizes, which you simply activate by going in and out of your stateroom. But listen, we'll give you more details of that a little bit later on if you want to. But we are Princess Cruising in this show and all of the offers we've got for you, we've factored in that Princess Plus because you know what, when Princess Plus first actually came out, it was one of the most innovative and most comprehensive ways of going, not just all-inclusive, but so much more for one fixed price. So actually we kind of figured that most people take it anyway, so we'll factor it into these offers, and then you know that the price of the holiday includes so much more. So with that in mind, let's go a little bit further afield this time.
Yes, let's go to the fabulous and mystical East. So this is going to be Singapore with the luxury all-inclusive Far East wonders, and it's 17 nights and we've got various dates available for you from January and February and different dates available as well. We based our prices today on the 3rd of February where we'll fly you to Singapore for a 2-night pre-cruise stay. This is always, I think, a great place to start your trip to the East because it's very much sort of edging you into that world with a spot of luxury as well. So Singapore is very East meets West. You have a lot of the things that, you know, you might think about when you think of visiting the Far East, such as those beautiful temples and shrines and all the colour and all the street markets and hustle bustle. But on the other end of the juxtapose, there's that luxury shopping avenue as well. You've got places like Gardens by the Bay, which are incredibly luxurious. Now, a visit to the world famous Raffles Hotel is an absolute must to have that signature Singapore Sling cocktail.
Got to be done, hasn't it, really?
Absolutely. They do virgin ones as well for the kiddos or if you don't drink. So we're heading off on the gorgeous and elegant Diamond Princess for 14 fabulous nights. And of course, this is all inclusive. Princess Plus, that includes your drinks package, so your soft drinks, your premium coffees when you go to the coffee bar, your wine, your spirits, your frozen drinks, all of that is included, and your Wi-Fi, your gratuities are included, premium desserts.
You're not even carrying a card around with you either, because you're wearing the medallion the whole time, which is really, really good. You use that in conjunction with the app. When you're at a bar, you simply tap your medallion on the little station in the bar, and that's it, all sorted. So it's so hassle-free while you're on board. And just look at the surroundings. They look amazing, don't they?
Absolutely, and I love that Princess Plus. There's all kinds of updates now to the Princess cruising experience. If you cruised maybe 5-10 years ago, be prepared. They have upgraded their ships. They've got a lot of interactive screens around the ship to make it so much easier for you. The Diamond, which is a beloved member of the fleet, again has undergone upgrades. You have incredible food. They're constantly winning awards for their food. I mean, whether it's pizza or Italian or other Italian dishes, or whether you wanted to go for something that's a little bit of a mix and head up to the buffet and just, you know, take a little bit of everything, or perhaps some delicious sushi, they have it on offer for you, of course, on the beautiful Diamond Princess. So you can be prepared to try different food every single night of your cruise if you want to.
Can't you see why people go back again and again and again? And I think that's the amazing thing about Princess, because there is this familiarity through the fleet. They have lots of things like Movies Under the Stars, for instance, pretty much on every one of their ships. There's lots of familiarity. So if you've been Princess cruising before, you will tend to go back again and again and again. They do have a very, very high repeat rate of customers, which to me says that there's a very, very warm welcome on board, as well as everything you need where you need it, which is, I think, is really, really good. And these days, as Joe was talking about, technologically, everything's been kind of upgraded. You walk around with your smartphone and use the app, you can see how busy the restaurants are or not, what's happening later that day. If you're just halfway through a day and you think, what shall I do next? You can just literally go to the app and see which activities are going on, where they're happening, how to get there, what's happening for dinner tonight, what the drinks promotions, or, you know, lots and lots of different information left, right and centre. Or of course you can just take it as easy as you like in one of these pools.
Absolutely. And for my golfing friends out there, they actually have a virtual golf simulator with lessons and a 9-hole mini golf course, which is rarer than you'd think on cruise ships. So wonderful if you love a bit of golfing. They also have a basketball and paddle tennis enrichment programs, so you could be crafting or listening to an educational lecture, or, you know, just heading to a computer workshop. Now, we are cruising out of Singapore on a day at sea sees us into luxurious, gorgeous Phuket, where you can head out to the Phi Islands, which are amazing, full of fine sand beaches and crystal clear waters. Sounds idyllic to me. Heading next to Langkawi in Malaysia for those beautiful mangroves. Maybe take a mangrove tour or head to the Telaga waterfall for some natural beauty. Next up, we're heading to beautiful Penang in Malaysia. The place to visit here is the Habitat Penang Hill, where you can learn all about the amazing ecosystem and rainforest on this place. On to Kuala Lumpur, where we can visit the famous KLCC Park for amazing views over the city, or perhaps to the Petronas Towers, which are world famous. Nha Trang beckons next, and this is where you can visit a very cool theme park called Vin Wonders, or maybe to the Honman Island, which is again natural beauty. Ho Chi Minh next up for the famed Mekong Delta. If you can, take a Mekong Delta tour and see what this amazing river is all about. Next up, Bangkok, Thailand. Now, this is the capital, and you must see that Grand Palace or head to one of the world famous markets for some bartering, for sure. Koh Samui next in lovely Thailand. Again, a relaxed paradise where water pools and mangroves also adorn, and lovely beaches too. Now, we are cruising back into Singapore, where you'll disembark, and of course we'll fly you home. It's all included. Speak to our team if you want to tack on a little extra stay, or maybe head elsewhere over in the east.
Yeah, you could do from there very, very easily, actually. You can continue that adventure beyond that if you wanted to. I have to say, I look at a lot of those places that we've just been through and think, actually, I want to spend some time in all of them. Like, all of them are kind of holiday-worthy places, aren't they? But if you've never been to the Far East before, and I'll count myself into that group right now, amazing to dip into these places and go and see it. And having come back and said from one holiday that I've been here and I've been there, and you've got all of these stories as well, I think that's what a holiday like this is great for. And when you're cruising, of course, you know, and I know people, it's almost like an old-fashioned phrase now, but we must remember that we're doing all of this travelling, but we're only unpacking once at the beginning of the cruise, and then we're going to all of these different places. So we're not forever packing a case, unpacking your wash bag and all the rest of it. It's really, really simple. And if you love the cruising life, then Princess are going to absolutely treat you like royalty. You're going to have a great, great time. And of course, we're all inclusive on this one. So this is for February of next year, but we do have other dates as well in January and February of next year, and we can put a low deposit down today on this of just £299 each, which is really good. And your whole price for the cruise and the stay in Singapore and the flights, look, all sorted, 2,869 per person. Have to tell you again, incredible. It is, I know when you look at a number like that, you look and you think, well, that's considered sum of money for a holiday. But when you think about if you were trying to arrange all of these individual elements of travel, if you were trying to travel over land or air from all the places the cruise ship goes from and to and dots around, you'd be spending a heck of a lot more than that. I'm absolutely sure of it. Let's have a look at the details for the upgrade on the cruise as well, because remember, it's almost like you've been upgraded already, really, to be honest with you, because you've got your Princess Plus all factored into this offer, which is brilliant. So you've already got your drinks, your Wi-Fi, you've got gratuity, so your service charges included plus more. But on this one, if you want to upgrade on your stateroom, ocean view, balcony, and it might be the ultimate, it might be a real landmark holiday, and you might think, let's go all out for the suite, shall we? Speak to the team if you want to investigate those possibilities. 0800 953 4700. There are other dates in January and February of next year. Obviously, price varies by date as well. So talk to the team about that on 0800 953 4700. So we are cruising with Princess Cruises, and a lot of us are familiar with Princess Cruises as well. And we've got another wonderful offer to come for you in just a second. But first of all, let's remind you why so many people, first of all, watch this channel, and secondly, book their cruises with us.
With over 20 years of travel experience, when booking with Cruise1st, you're dealing with the cruise specialists. We can tailor-make the perfect holiday for you, adding hotel stays and exciting land tours so you can fully immerse yourself in the destinations you're visiting. As a fully bonded member of ABTA and Atoll Protected, you have the peace of mind that your booking is safe with us. We've been on your TV screens for over a decade, and we guarantee the best cruise prices. If you find one of our offers cheaper elsewhere on TV, then we'll match or beat that price. We allow you to spread the cost of your holiday with many of our deals. Just pay a deposit today, and then you have until your due date to pay your balance. Plus, we're one of the highest rated cruise agents on Trustpilot. With over 5,000 independent reviews, you can be fully confident when booking your next holiday with Cruise1st.
It's easy, it's peasy, it's breezy to book with us. I mean, there's just so much on offer on the website as well. So
yeah, there is. And it's always good to know that you are dealing with someone, because you might just be watching us for the first time. And you might be thinking, okay, well, Cruise1st, you know, I've never really, might have seen one of their adverts in the paper at one stage or another, but don't really know much about them. It's good to know that we've been in the travel business for as long as we have. And the reason we shout about our Trustpilot rating as well is because obviously travel has been a little bit tricksy, let's say, over the last few years, and to maintain a high level of reputation through everything that's happened. Let's not go there now. But, you know, like it's a big deal, and it's testament to just how hard our team in the background have worked. I mean, we get the very easiest of jobs here, let me tell you, because we get to smile and give you all the good news at the front end. It's the guys behind us and the guys you talk to on the team that do all of the hard work. And I have to say, we can never thank them enough, because they are incredible at getting these offers together. Right, let's go off to Alaska next, because that's a real treat and lots of people want to go there.
The Great White North. We are heading to Vancouver with a luxury all-inclusive Alaska inside passage trip, 10 nights, and we've got various dates available from April to September next year, and we'll give you a price today based on the 28th of April, when we'll fly you to Canada for a 2-night pre-cruise stay in fabulous Vancouver, the jewel of the Pacific Northwest, without a shadow of a doubt. It's a really magical place, Vancouver. If you're outdoorsy, you're going to love the Stanley Park and Grouse Mountain and the cable car and funicular up there. You can take a little cruise out in the harbour, go whale watching, head over to Vancouver Island, also known as Victoria. Yaletown beckons great restaurants and bars, and then you have sublime shopping as well. It really is that indoor meets outdoor vibe in Vancouver. Very, very special place. Fantastic food, because they have a real melting pot influence from all over the world. Some of the best sushi I've ever tried, for example. And I tell you what, you'll just want to come back for more next time. After we've enjoyed our couple of days in fabulous Vancouver, Canada, we're going to be boarding the ravishing Ruby Princess for 7 fabulous nights of all-inclusive cruising. And that means you have got everything included that you normally have to pay extra for, including your drinks package, your Wi-Fi, gratuities, premium desserts and fitness classes, and also the juice bar as well is included, which is a new thing that they've added in. Now, with your drinks, I mean, this will mean that you don't have to worry about wine with dinner, because that's included. You don't have to worry about your beers, your blended drinks, your cocktails, your spirits, your coffee when you go to the coffee bar. These are all factored into Princess Plus. It's just a brilliant, brilliant way of budgeting for your trip. And the lovely thing about this is you're going on an Alaskan cruise, okay? So you're going to be up there probably with your binoculars, just drinking everything in from inside passage through to, cruising past the glaciers. You'll definitely want to be up there with your hot chocolate, your brandy in hand, enjoying every moment. Maybe sitting there in the hot tub and watching everything pass by. And you will, on this trip as well, no doubt have the opportunity to see amazing wildlife passing by, such as your brown bears, your eagles, your vultures, your Dole sheep, your moose perhaps. I mean, it is going to be absolutely incredible.
It sounds amazing. I just had that picture there. You painted a beautiful picture actually of standing up on top deck with your binoculars and a glass of brandy, and I was just thinking, yes, it might be fresh and maybe a little bit cooler up on top deck, but you're warming brandy, which will be included responsibly, one at a time, of course, and for this reason, on a more, I'm not a doctor, but I would call it medicinal.
Medicinal.
It's to keep out the cold, isn't it?
Well, and if you have it in your hot chocolate or your coffee, it doesn't really count anyway. So, I'm just saying. They do something called the polar plunge as well. You get like usually a little certificate when you jump in the water up in Alaska.
What?
On deck. It's called the polar plunge. It's a whole thing that they do.
Jump into what water?
I think it's usually in the pool.
Oh, okay, that's all right.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's in the cold pool. Anyway, It's a whole thing. They make it a whole experience for you. Skywalker's nightclub. You've got the amazing shows every night. You can go to the incredible thermal suite on board if you've had a long day sightseeing and enjoying everything that Alaska has to offer, which you no doubt will want to do. So we're cruising out of fabulous Vancouver, heading straight into the capital of Alaska, only reachable by sea or by plane. Beautiful, loads to see there. Then we're on to Skagway, Alaska's historic capital, where you can head to Dewey Lake. You can go up on the White Pass and Yukon Railroad and see some amazing things. Ketchikan beckons us next, and you might want to visit the Great Alaskan Lumberjack Show whilst you're there. That's lots of fun. And Creek Street for beautiful pictures. Then we're enjoying lots of scenic cruising, which is wonderful. You're going to be passing through Endicott Arm and Dawes Glacier on the way, and you might get to see the glaciers calving. That means falling off into the ocean. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience, honestly. This is spectacular Alaska, and part of the whole experience is sailing through Alaska and actually seeing what it has to offer. Loads of shore excursions as well. Speak to the team about this because they can get you off on glaciers, going to see the sled dogs, float planing, kayaking, I mean, you name it, whale watching. There is just so much to see and do in fabulous Alaska. Then we're cruising back into Vancouver, not forgetting this is Alaska's #1 cruise line. line. You'll disembark and fly home after an epic once-in-a-lifetime trip up to the Great White North.
I have to tell you that if you weren't already pretty keen on going to Alaska, that might just have sealed the deal going through that. I mean, that scenic cruising just looks incredible, doesn't it? I mean, it makes me want to go even more. It makes me more impatient to make it happen. Well, you can make it happen, which is really good. And you can make it happen on the 28th of April next year at an amazing price tag, which is here right now on your screen, and you can put a deposit down right now of just £199 each to lock in that price tag. That's the flights, that's the stay, and that's the Alaskan cruise there as well. The cruise is all inclusive as well. We've factored Princess Plus in there as well, so drinks, tips, Wi-Fi, so much more included. How amazing. Let's have a look at the details as well if you want to upgrade on the cruise. Oh my word, that is pretty darn good. I'd be straight talking to the team about this one right now on 0800 953 4700. There are other dates available throughout basically the summer season next year, so from April right the way through to September. Now the price varies by date, so talk to the team right now if you want to find a date that works for you. But if that one works for you, I mean, who's got their diary for next year already? No one? Anyone? No? No. Not even Emma's got the pages for her diary and organiser for next year yet. And that tells you something. 0800 953 4700. Right, OK, before we finish the show, as if we'd not shown you enough, let us find you some wonderful Princess offers that you can book in a flash right now. It's our quick picks. Now, these are brilliant. Now, these are all no flyers. And they're really, really good, actually. So we've got the first one there, which is the British Isles with Liverpool. 12 nights going on the 25th of June from £769 per person for 12 nights. It's brilliant. And don't forget, you can add Princess Plus to any of these offers that you're seeing on the quick picks. We haven't factored it into these ones for just £50 per person per day. Amazing.
Lovely. Then we have No Fly Midnight Sun and Summer Solstice on the Sky Princess. 14 nights departing on the 17th of June 2023 from hang on, can that be right? £859 per person?
I know, that's really soon, right?
Nights?
17th of June will roll around really, really quickly if you fancy a cheeky little deal.
Wow.
How about this one then, the third one on the Sky Princess, No Fly Spain and France. 7 nights there, goes on the 16th of September, so just after the school summer holidays, if you fancy a cheeky little escape for a week. £669 per person. Call the team right now. And don't forget, for any of those quick pick offers, you can add Princess Plus very, very simply from £50 per person per day, which gets you your drinks, tips, Wi-Fi, plus, so much more. Amazing. And there are plenty more offers like that, actually. If you go to our website at Cruise1st.tv, you can actually drill it down by cruise line, choose Princess, and you'll find all the cheeky little late deals that are there, just like some of the quick picks we've shown you there. And then some of the more further flung, more adventurous trips that you can take into the future with a low deposit today. Amazing. Wow, spoiled for choice in this show, right?
That was an amazing show. And one thing remains, you've got to get booking, especially this price on Alaska with Princess Plus. Oh my gosh.
Definitely. Talk to the team right now. Any questions, please call us free 0800 953 4700. See you in a minute.
See you soon.